Hello guys, this is Babu here again, and today in 80 Pro we're gonna watch some replays of my Horus Yubel toy deck, which you can see right now here, and we get right into the replays. Here we are at the first replay, and I'm gonna show you first. I try to go for the Yubel combo, which gives us a negate, but we got Ash. There comes my MZT Rainbow Bridge combo, which is Soul Knight with Imseti and Bridge. You instantly turn 2 into 4 cards. I have all 3 horizons on board here, and here we will see that a lot of people don't really know what the Horus does. So he gets rid of my Sark, and I can trigger all 3 of my Horus, get rid of his cards, and have everything back in my hand. After showing you the first replay, which showed the Horus engine, we will look in our duel versus Tear Lightsworn, and the opponent gets to start, goes for Havness, uses his uh, Lightsworn effects here, and ends on a not very threatening board at the moment, but my hand was also not too broken. We get imperm on the Toy Soldier, sadly. I go for souls, try to draw 2 cards because the crossout is in here, not for hand traps, but mainly for Nibiru at this point. This is where I was playing a smaller Yubel engine. I got rid of my opponent's monster, and afterwards I went into Sayuya. He got me the Nightmare Throne for Yubel, and this way I can go for the Phantom of Yubel, but my opponent had Judgment Dragon, so he can kinda get rid of my board very easily by activating him twice. I get to recover a few cards with a happy here as well, so that's one good thing still. Um, he got rid of everything, went for dark, revived the Yubel, and goes for Appaloosa here. I activate my Rainbow Bridge here, and the funny thing, I just summoned Topaz Saga and I take over the Appaloosa, which was funny as fuck, and my opponent gave up at this point. I could have done a lot more funny things since I had Soldier and swords in hand already, but that was too fun to see with the Tiger. Now let's go to the next game, and here I'm playing against, looks like a Bestial, or it was against a Chaos deck. Um, he did some weird plays as far as I know. He got Necroface engraved with Chaos Valkyrie and banished it, but it cannot activate its effect this way. He revives it, he gets it back with this Sparta as well, goes for Chaos Angel, tries to banish it still, but he still cannot activate it, so that was kind of weird. Um, I went for Gold King Sarcophagus or King Sarcophagus and discarded both Yubel, so I can go for Phantom of Yubel. My opponent tried to destroy my monster with this Sparta, which allowed me to activate Imzeti as well as Happy to get back a few cards. And I also got back Yubel because I used Phantom of Yubel. I got Toy Box and with swords that's pretty broken. I went for IP here to clear my board out a little bit. Went for Soldier and Tank. Drew some nice cards. Have Herald as well. Shangwing as well here. So I'm in a pretty good situation in my opinion. Upon activate Sark, this time it works to banish cards, but that's not like very important. He gets his soul release. I banish his Druid's realms so that I can protect my Shangwing from getting sent off here. My opponent still gets the Bellion into rotation and tries to destroy the Shangwing. This is like, I guess, someone new here. With no Shangwing, he can protect by banishing a monster. My opponent gets Magnamut, which is not a big deal here. He tries again to destroy my Shangwing, but I could still banish his monster again. He gets a lot of life, but it doesn't really matter too much here. I have IP. which I can turn easily to SP. Now he has Nephthys, which can be troublesome. So that's a card I would love to banish immediately. So I do so as well. He got the Chaos Emperor Dragon, the panel one. But here nothing too spectacular happens anymore. Chaos Angel here. I blink off to go for SP, banish the beast. Allure of Darkness. He got really nothing here. I activate SP, give him more life points. Duster gets rid of my back row. I get Toy Tank back. And at this point, it's pretty much GG. Since I have Saka figures now on board, as well as I get my own Chaos Angel here. Banish the Soul Release, banish his stuff, kinda get all the cards back. I need Toy Soldier giving me. Here I was playing the Vibrant Buster, which I can search with Soldier. I get this Sparta as well, which was very nice, and I can just attack over the Chaos Angel for damage. Now we come to the spicy part, which is full Horus Yubel combo. Here I started with the Dark Beckoning Beast. I had the Horus Field Spell as well, and Rainbow Bridge, which was insane, giving me a lot of advantage here. Swords get rid of my spells, so I can use the Yubel spells instead. So get the flower, I call it, to get Yubel, send Spirit of Yubel to grave to get my Horus into grave as well. Get Samsara Lotus back, summon my 2 Horus monsters, so I have all 3. And now comes the spicy part. We activate Phantom of Yubel, which summons more or less summons the Yubel. And here's Samsara activate. So my opponent has to destroy Yubel with its effect. And I can activate all my Horuses in this point. So I can draw the 3 cards, add 2 of my cards which are engraved or banished back to my hand. And I can send a monster to grave and I get my fusion back, my Phantom of Yubel. That just generated so much advantage and I could still activate Little Knight. So that's it for this replay. For the last replays, it's just gonna be very good games in my opinion. Here I start with the Beckoning Beast combo. Kinda also had Horus. I have sadly I had already Topaz Tiger in hand, so my Rainbow Bridge couldn't do too much, but I already said it here. I get Dropleted, which negates Chaos Angel as well as one of my Horus. Here my opponent forgot the Sarcophagus, I think, and went for the Generaider Xyz, gets the field spell as well, which puts him in a very good spot in my opinion. To this point, he can get rid of all my cards very easily here. He also gets a negate now, and he can use his link again, which gets more material. I activate Toy Box, which he pops. I get to draw a card. He can send that card back to the grave. Okay. And then I use my Toy Box, get my 2 cards back, and went for Typhon to get rid of his negate. Here he uses it to summon this, but he cannot really attack over thanks to Toy Box. At this point, I went for Phantom. I negated it to protect my Toy Box here and get Yubel back. Destroy 2 of my toy monsters so they can special summon themselves. Get another toy box, went for Krusty, which allows me to go for Phantom again, which can revive something back. I went for Little Knight at this point, banish the fields back, get 2 more toy monsters in my spell and trap zone to protect me. Here I use it, Toy Soldier, get rid of his, and I win the game pretty much. Now this game I was playing against Ashened, and my opponent goes first. He starts with chicken game here, or terraform into chicken game. Places the field spell in my zone, goes for his Vados, pops it, gets his special summon, gets his own field spell on his side on the field. Does the stuff Ashen does, and here I try to attack first. It goes through. I go for the Beckoning Beast, which gets negated. I went for SP, so I kind of can keep a card on my side on the field. I went for souls to draw 1 card at least. I got, yeah, tank. And he sets another Vados onto my field, so that's kind of annoying at this point. But here my opponent tries to fusion, and I just banish the Vados back away so he cannot be triggered. It popped my bridge, which was very good because I can actually use that during the end phase to search 2 cards, which I will probably, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he attacks me here, deals quite a bit of damage. Yeah, here I activate my bridge, get the stone wall. Here he negates my beast. I get the Yubel engine going this way with Spirit of Yubel. And here's some, or he pops the Nightmare, but I'm now can summon my Imzeti. He got rid of it. I get rid of his fusion card. I went for Sayuya to draw into something good. I got another beckoning beast, circle, not in a gate, I mean. And I had souls and toy books now, so I can combo very easily here. Set 2 toy monsters and special souls. Souls, send them to grave so I can draw 2 cards and special them as well. And at this point I can go for Shengwing, yeah, which I did. And I go for Chaos Angel by using the Phantom. I shouldn't have banished the field spell, that was a mistake. But I could still banish with Shengwing here. Get my Samsara Lotus and then get the spell back. I thought I didn't use Nightmare Pain, but looks like I didn't have any targets, but my opponent didn't have anything left. And for the last video, I'm gonna play against Lightsworn again. I think it was Tear Light as well. Here again with the gates into Beast. The head is not very strong, but luckily I have the King's Sarcophagus, so I get all 3 of my Horus monsters here, because I'm only playing 3 of them, not all. I actually play all 4 of them. I'm only don't play Kwamutev, I think his name is. Here with Chaos Angel, I'm kind of protected, but my opponent had a pretty good hand with a lot of light swans. Triggers here 2 to special summon as well. Summons the Samsara, which is kind of interesting. He did normal summon so far, so he could activate Rhino Heart, fusions for his Kaleido Heart, and tries to pop my soldier, but now I can recover a little bit back, draw 3, add 2 back to my hand, and then I get a toy box, which is pretty nice. He banishes 3 to mill 4, does a lot more. He attacks over it, and I get rid of his Samsara. Yes, here Beckoning Beast again. He negates it. He goes for another fusion, I think. He knew already that I had Imseti in hand because I added it with Happy. So I don't know why he got rid of the Sark. Maybe he had the idea that he got rid of it as well. I just summon these back. My Horus monsters back. Activate Tour Soldier. He changes the level of my, or negates my Duamutef here. I'll go for my Cross Sheep into the Phantom of Yubel, which is very nice. Phantom of Yubel. And then here I'm doing my stuff to bait out things, and I have sold to go for Sayuya again in this point. And here we can see that I try to attack his monsters for the damage and clear his board pretty easily. And here I can activate just the fusion at the trap, which turns into a fusion and can do the damage this way by, yeah. I think I did a mistake here. I could have, oh no, I had to wait a little bit to get Yubel on board. And as soon as he tries something, I can fusion away everything here, fusion away everything with the Yubel and his monsters, burn him for the rest, final amount of damage and win. So that's my toy Yubel deck. I have a lot of fun with it. This is a 50 card deck, mainly because of a Rainbow Bridge. it kind of works together. You can definitely cut out some of the Yubel stuff, the toy stuff. I think you don't really need, might not need 3 soldiers and 2 tanks. You could probably cut one of each. I think toy box is pretty good. Illusion of Chaos is not as needed. Since Herald is pretty good to summon and he usually gets you to your souls as well, or into your Illusion of Chaos, which gets you souls. And for souls to special summon him, you always have City as well. You can send City to grave to special him, and then use toy, yeah, the monsters you set with toy box for with swords to draw cards and special your monsters back. So if you watch this far, leave a like, comment, and if you really liked it, then subscribe as well. I will do more Yu-Gi-Oh content now. I have a few replays saved, which are from all the formats, but they're quite interesting to watch in my opinion. And we will see us in one of the next videos. Bye.